Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a little bit a different video to try to get to know me a little bit more. Just some questions that I got off Google. I just googled YouTube, YouTuber get to know me questions, and I just found a list and picked 25 that I like. So stuff that I wanted to answer. Not anything stupid, but yeah. So let's get into this. So my favorite movie of all time is definitely a hard pick for me because I've seen a lot of movies, but of course it's going to be a horror movie. But it's actually Demons by Dario Argento, and I don't have it on DVD or Blu-ray. I have it on digital, but I have this from the movie. It's a magnet. Serial Resin Co. made this with Fright Crate. It's probably the coolest fucking things I've got, but yeah, Demons for sure. If you want a classic 80s demon possessed zombie, I don't know. It's just gore, rock music, drugs, everything you want in a horror movie. It's got it. So yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend Demons for sure. My favorite non-horror movie, I would pick The Warriors. Also from the 80s. If you haven't seen this, you're definitely missing out because it's probably got the best soundtrack of any movie in history. It's solid, how the plot and everything. It's just the casting was perfect for everybody. The whole, I don't know, just the whole concept is something that you haven't really ever seen before, before that movie, and it was brilliant. I mean, really, it's such a fun movie to watch too. But yeah, again, I would definitely recommend that movie. The next one, the most underrated movie that I think it would be Sleepaway Camp. Also an 80s movie. This one's horror, unlike The Warriors, but yeah, this one's badass. Slasher film. It really helped define that era, with Friday the 13th coming out and the burning and everything like that. So it's Sleepaway Camp definitely is, I think it stands the test of time. The ending is definitely a shocker, but I won't spoil it for you. But yeah, it's whenever the first time I watched it, I stood up and gave a standing ovation. In my bedroom, watching it on the TV. I was just so impressed. It's just it's not many movies like that are made, and yeah, it's just something that caught my attention, and it kept me going and going. It's cheesy, it's fun to watch, and there's some cool ass kills. I mean, what can you say? It's a good movie. The biggest collection I have. That's the question. What's the biggest collection I have? It would be my DVD collection. I know that for sure. I've got with wrestling stuff. That's probably close to 50 items, and then Marvel about the same. About 100 items on my horror section, but then my DVDs it's probably close to 500. Also Blu-rays, but yeah, DVDs and Blu-rays. Yeah, close to 500 on there because I've got one of those tall 5-tier bookcases, and I've got them all stacked like this, but now I'm running out of room stacking on top of those. But yeah, I'll definitely have to put a picture in somewhere and show you guys my DVD collection for sure. Let's see, my favorite rock band. It's actually not that hard for me because I decided at a young age I was going to stick with Aerosmith. Yeah, whenever I was younger, they just had so many songs that came out that I knew and that I liked, and so one of my first CDs, my first CD was actually Leonard Skinner, but one of my first CDs was Aerosmith, and I liked it more than Leonard Skinner. But yeah, Aerosmith has always been top tier for me, especially when they came out with that it's a Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Yeah, I played that in one night, and it was yeah, amazing. But yeah, the next question is, who's your best friend? It's actually not that difficult. Her name is Miss Olivia. Oh, here she is. Actually, I had it. Her mom was my first dog, and so naturally, I was able to keep her puppy whenever we had to, sadly, like get rid of our dog. She was vicious. She was mean. So we had to get rid of her. But yeah, now I've got her daughter, and then my mom has her brother, and I believe they're the only ones surviving from her litters. Because we gave them out, but like I haven't never got any updates or anything, you know. So like I don't know, but yeah, Miss O definitely been my best friend for like at least 6-7 years, something like that. But yeah. What's your go-to drink? Currently, it's been like those seltzers. You know, everybody like every brand's been making seltzers. Like those are good, and I can drink the fuck out of those. But personally, it's been the Pink Whitney, New Amsterdam. Like that shit. I don't know. You can drink it without a chaser. Me, I'm a bitch, so I'll still use a chaser. Yeah, I like to use Sprite with it, but yeah, I mean, it's good. Gets you fucked up pretty quick. It's like a solid, I'd say like 8 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10, but yeah, that's what I'm on right now, I guess. Like, but all right. The next question: if you could request one song at the club, what would it be? And I would choose "Hit 'Em Up Style." Oops. By Blue Cantrell. I mean, after it was on Rupaul's Drag Race recently, it like skyrocketed back up into like my heart. Yeah, I've been bumping that shit like a little too much, but alright. The next question is my birthday. St. Patrick's Day. That's easy. 3/17. But yeah. It's always hard to remember to wear green because I only have like one green shirt and I don't really like green. But yeah, it is what it is. They say it's lucky. I mean, I haven't been that lucky, you know, in life. You know, it's whatever. Fucking liars. That's what it is. But okay. My favorite current album is Ariana Grande Positions. Yeah, that shit is like too solid to not include because it's like it felt like every song was like a different take, you know, like somebody can release like an album and every song sound the same, you know, but like she had like this whole like Positions album that came out and like every song was like a bop. Like for sure a bop. Like I don't know, I've probably listened to it like probably 89 times, just like the whole album on loop. But yeah, definitely my favorite album right now. Go-to song, that's always going to be Fleetwood Mac's Gypsy. It's just got a lot of meaning for me. It's a fun song. Definitely a song if you want to get fucked up, like just finish your drink to it. Like yeah, it's a song you can sing it, like you can cry to it. But yeah, definitely Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac is too good, too good. My favorite movie franchise of all time would have to be Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger. I know y'all know about him. Kind of overrated, I guess, but it's whatever. I like Freddy. Actually, real quick story. My earliest childhood memories was from the third Nightmare on Elm Street. My mom had the VHS box set, and yeah, like we sat there and like would watch them just nonstop from beginning to end. Like, and that's some of my earliest childhood memories from like whenever I couldn't even like I don't know like walk. Like I don't know, like it's wild, but yeah, it definitely has a soft spot in my heart. My favorite wrestling match of all time. For me, that's easily WrestleMania 3. Ricky Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage. Pontiac Silverdome, March 31st, I believe. 87, something like that. Yeah. But, yeah, WrestleMania 3, Macho Man, Ricky Steamboat, Intercontinental Champion. Definitely recommend. It's 10 out of 10, for sure. My favorite RuPaul Drag Race contestant. I couldn't pick just one, so I picked two. My go-to, the one I was just going to settle on, was going to be Latrice Royale, but I couldn't because I also have my heart's tied to Aquaria from season 10. Yeah, so Aquaria and Latrice are equals in my eyes and are definitely the top two bitches around for sure. Who's my favorite current artist? That would be Grayson Chance. I had the pleasure to go to one of his concerts right before the pandemic and everything, and so like that was really cool to be able to experience that and really get into his music and everything right before the pandemic, and then being able to appreciate everything that he's been doing, you know, since. And like now I'm able, like next month he's going to be in OKC, and I'm going to try to be there for the his returning concert. So I mean, that's exciting. So my first concert back, hopefully, will be Grayson Chance, and that would be amazing. But yeah, definitely check him out if you haven't listened to him. He's a gay like artist who like he writes his own music. He was on the Ellen Show a long time ago as a kid and sang Paparazzi. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. He's got some good music. Next question, favorite holiday? It's definitely going to be Halloween. I mean, I love horror movies. I love going around and seeing all the like horror movie stuff everywhere. I love going everywhere and seeing like the orange and black, seeing the pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. Like, it just gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling, you know. So it's like Halloween for sure is like definitely my favorite holiday. But if I could recommend a horror movie to someone who's not a horror fan, what would it be? Personally, I would pick 13 Ghosts from 2001. It's the remake of the William Castle movie. I think it just perfectly like captures what it was like those movies early on in the early 2000s and everything. And like it, I don't know, the ghosts that are in there is like nothing you've really seen before. How they can like manifest and be like actual figures and can hurt you, and it's like it's a real different take than like anything you've seen before. So like, and I think it's really good to show modern like people, like just because it's like it's not too scary, it's not, you know, dumb, it's not cheesy. It's, to me, it's like it's one of those movies that I feel like is like very versatile, like in the horror genre for sure. Marvel or DC? Hands down, Marvel. Here, I don't know. Here, let me try to move this real quick. Over there, that's like all just Marvel stuff, like up on that. But yeah, yeah, Marvel has always been like my favorite. My mom, she'd always get me and Danny, my brother, like Spider-Man and Hulk. I was always Spider-Man, he was always Hulk. So like that's how it started, and then just kind of grew on from there to hoarding, as I like to say. My favorite superhero, Doctor Strange. I got a couple of his comics here. Doctor Strange, but yeah, definitely my favorite superhero. My favorite book, Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Definitely worth reading. It's better than both adaptations of the movie. The first movie I definitely like better than the remake, but it wasn't bad. But yeah, if you've seen the movie, you definitely have to read the book, because it's like you're missing out on some shit. And yeah, I definitely recommend that. Let's try to get finished here though. The most rewatchable movie, I picked Return of the Living Dead, another 80s film. I think it's the greatest zombie movie of all time. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, you're missing out, because it's funny. There's rock music, there's drugs, there's, I don't know, gore, zombies. I don't know. Yeah, everything. Alright. The next question. Oh shit. My childhood crush. My childhood crush, actually, it was the entirety of the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, for sure. I remember I would wake up every day, like I had a VHS tape, and I would put it in every single day and just watch, like, from the first music video to the end credits. Like, and then I actually had 2 of them, and I wore one of them out. But yeah, that's how my morning started, was, yeah, Backstreet Boys every single day. But yeah, Backstreet Boys for sure. My most prized possessions in my collection. Most prized possessions for me, it's stuff with sentimental value. Like, I've got Critters DVD collection set I got from my mom for my 10th birthday. So that was like 11 years ago. Still got that. And then this little Transformer. I got this from my dad. He passed away when I was 10, but he gave me this when I was 7. So this is like, what, like 15 years old? But yeah, these are the oldest things that I've got in my possession. And I mean, it means more to me to have those than like anything else in this room. Like a fire, grabbing that first for sure. My childhood hero. It's Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. Wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan like my entire life. So, yeah, one of the first people that I saw on TV and was like, I want to be like that was Eddie Guerrero. And I remember the day that like he passed away, when I was 5 years old. Like, that was the first time I really felt like mourning of a loss, you know. So it was like, it really hit home because like when we were younger, my mom actually had an opportunity and we got to meet Eddie Guerrero and Batista. But I don't really remember it. I was real little. But yeah, and so like that's always stuck with me, like for sure. And Eddie, he's always been my #1 favorite wrestler. Just he was a smaller stature. He could do things in the ring that nobody's seen before, and he really elevated everything and like had a good attitude about it, you know. Like at the time I was watching him anyways, you know. So yeah, Eddie Guerrero has definitely been the biggest like influence in my life for sure, other than my mom. But okay, and here we go. The last question. If you could be living anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? And I picked New York City. Definitely been my dream home for literally ever. Like I remember whenever I was like 4 or 5 years old, I would run around the house with this like New York City like tank top that my mom just wasn't able to like get off me because I was like, I want to go to New York City. But yeah, no. It seems like a place that's just so, like magical. Like dreams can happen, and I love the nightlife. I love the city lights. I love everything about like New York City. Like just so beautiful, and it seems like the goal place for me. You know, where I want to find like one day end up. You know, and so. But with that being said, that was the last question. I know this is a long video, and I'm sorry. But thank you for being patient. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please give me a like. Comment down below if you want. Share, please share so I can get out to more people and spread the word. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. And yeah, thank you for watching.